Machi. Good morning. My name is Christine Clark and I am from the U.S. and I am volunteering in Achika, Koforidua, Ghana with uVolunteer. I've always wanted to volunteer abroad, and when I finally had the opportunity to do so, I started to research different organizations. And I came across uVolunteer after several months of looking into other organizations that were out there, and I really liked what they stood for. I really liked that it was volunteers that had started it, and they worked for other volunteers, and they were really geared towards people coming into other countries and really traveling and getting to be immersed in the culture. And they were affordable, so it just seemed like it was just the perfect fit, and I was so happy to have found them. When I arrived, I was picked up by the volunteer coordinators, and they gave me a brief tour of Accra, the capital, and then took me home to Koforidua, where we stay in this kind of dorm-like area that has like a Western bathroom and shower, but you still get the feeling of being in Ghana and getting to see how the people here live. My project was at the Hour of Grace orphanage, and there really aren't words to describe how wonderful the experience was. I was teaching a group of 43 students between the ages of 5 and 7, and they were the orphanage children as well as kids coming around from surrounding villages. And it was definitely an interesting experience because they were so young and many of them did not speak English very well. So I really had to tweak my techniques in order to find a way to keep them engaged and learning and able to understand me. And so that was really a challenge at first, but I was able to adapt to it, and it was a very good learning experience too. It wasn't all teaching. I also got to stay afterwards, after the school had closed, and just stay with these orphanage children and draw with them and play football with them and just be there with them. And they taught us all kinds of different clapping games and songs, and so we really got to feel what it is that they do as students, as children in Ghana. And I felt like that was just so rewarding, and I had such a great time with them. And I really got to know some of the kids really well, and got to hear their stories and what it's like for them to live here and what's important to them and what they like to do for fun.
Again? Start up. No.
I hope to take a lot of this back to show my friends and family at home, because really, and it's not just the children at the orphanage, but the people here, they don't need a lot. They really are very happy with what they have, and I think that that's a hard lesson for people maybe coming from the Western countries to feel. And so it was a good lesson for me, and I hope that I can take that home and show other people as well that you don't need to have a lot of stuff to be very, very happy. On the weekends, the volunteers traveled all around the country. We traveled along the coast to Bay Inn and Cape Coast and saw the sights there. And we also went to the Volta region where we had monkeys crawling all over us, and we climbed to Blee Waterfall, the tallest waterfall in Western Africa, I believe. And we also climbed to the top of the highest mountain in Ghana. and we stayed at a resort in Adafo that was located on an estuary. So right outside of our huts was this really slow-moving river that was almost like a lake. It was so big. And then about a 2-minute walk the other direction, we hit the ocean. So we got to swim in the ocean as well. And that was a really relaxing trip. Number one is really be patient. Everything takes a long time in Ghana. People are really, really relaxed here, and time is not, it doesn't rule their lives in the way that it does for a lot of other people. Things just kind of happen when they happen, and so if you have your heart set on being somewhere at a certain time, it probably will be several hours later than that. So it's a good thing to just go into it and just be, okay, I'm going to get there when I get there, and it's just better to be a little bit more relaxed about things. Also, don't come with a lot of expectations. I really feel like, and this goes for when you travel abroad anywhere, let the experience form itself. Try not to have any preconceived ideas about what it should be like or what it's going to be like. Just try and just come and be open for anything, and just to learn how things are in that culture, in that country, because it's going to be very, very different from everything else that you know. I really recommend anybody who has the chance to go abroad, for even if it's just for a couple weeks. You won't be sorry. It's a wonderful program, and Ghana itself is a beautiful country with beautiful people. And I really hope that more people get to come here and experience what I have experienced here. So take care, and we hope to see you here sometime. Thank you.